Good evening everyone again, and welcome to another Up the Boro chat, and tonight I'm joined by Danny Burns. Good evening, Danny.
You alright?
Yeah, we'll crack straight on because we know we've got an important game on tonight. So first question from Nathan Radford and Mark Alcock is, what made you sign for Stafford Rangers?
I think we just like the setup of the club really. When I spoke to Steve before joining the club, he had a lot of just some general things sort of thing, and just I don't know, just the setup of the club basically.
Did you know any of the players we got here before you came here?
No, I didn't know.
So a completely fresh start for you then?
Yeah.
That must have been interesting for you then.
Yeah, just back to square one really.
Yeah. From Rangermen, how did you feel about leaving Nuneaton? Because obviously it was under difficult circumstances.
Yeah, it was just one of them things. I thought started off the season pretty well, and it was just one of them things. There were a lot of things going on like behind closed doors, so I just thought better to probably move on. Yeah. So yeah. So
keeping along the same lines as Nuneaton there, because Duncan Emery wants to know when are you going to change your Twitter head page onto a Rangers shirt, because you're still showing as a Nuneaton player on there.
Oh man, I thought I'd change that. Let's do it as soon as possible really then. I just thought I'd already changed it.
Yeah, you can't get away from nothing, they'll be spying on you all over the place.
Got eyes everywhere.
That's it. From Will Bishop, how long do you see yourself in a Rangers shirt? You're looking upon this as a long-term thing?
Yeah, as long as I can really. At the minute, yeah. I don't see anything changing, so I'll just keep it as it is really.
Yeah. And from Robbie Gorman, what's the favourite game that you've played so far for Rangers? Is there one that sticks out where you...
Probably the Ensford game, when the shed ended up, and just the atmosphere and all the fans, and just the way that we went about the game and the way we won the game. Really.
Yeah, that was a good day to remember, that was.
Yeah, it was.
And from Neil Evans, again, trying to get a bit know more about you, what sort of work do you do away from Rangers, and how accommodating is your employer for... If we've got
work, I work as a landscape gardener. So, and my gaffer there, he's really lenient about like when I need to finish early for training or for matches and stuff. He's sound with all that. So yeah, no, it's fine with everything like that.
Yeah. How do you find the landscape gardening this time of year then?
Cold, very cold on the hands, but nah, it's something to do.
Yeah, keeps you fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from Darren Allport, what differences have you noticed between Alex and Andy's approach to what we had before with Steve Burr? Has there been a difference? Because from an outside view, when I've been to training the team certainly seems a lot more bonded and jovial.
Well, I think you can see with performances that we've been just a lot more together, and we've just become really hard to beat as a unit and the whole team really. So yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard Alex's voice on the training ground quite a bit. He's a bit of a taskmaster, isn't he?
Yeah, no, he is good. I like his sessions.
Yeah, and from Andy Tollfree, who's the best player you've played with or against?
Good question, actually.
So we'll go with who's the best one that you've played with. Is there somebody that you really gelled with, whether he was at Nuneaton or prior to that, or?
Played with. There's been a couple. When I was at Cambridge, you'd probably say. Josh Colson was up there, for just being generally just a sound lad, and just he played well when I played with him and stuff like that. And we played in a friendly last season against Birmingham, and Craig Gardner played the centre mid, who's played in the Prem, and yeah, he was good. He was really good.
Yeah, has there been anybody over the time where you've played them on a regular basis, and there's somebody who's always you're thinking, oh God, not him again, and he's going to give me trouble, or you just take each match as it comes?
No, just like I said, just take it as it comes really. Just whatever's in front of you, just try and beat it, sort of thing.
Right, and again, trust me, Alex doesn't watch this. If you could pick one manager to play under, who would it have been, either past or present?
I'd probably say Richard Money when I was at Cambridge, because he sort of brought me into the first team and put me on the bench for in the league and stuff like that. So probably like to play with him again, sort of thing.
Yeah. And from Sue Bennett, have you got a favourite football team, and have you got a favourite player?
Not really as of such.
No one you look out for the results for on a Saturday when you're finishing?
No, just some teams that I've played for, and just look at how they're going and just take it like that, really.
Right, so you're not a glory hunter or a Chelsea or a...
Nah.
No, that's good to hear. From Nick Barron, from his little lad Albert, do you have a pre-match meal, and what was your first ever football strip?
First ever football strip?
I think what he's after is there a football strip that actually stuck out that you've worn, whether you've been at Cambridge and Nuneaton or even at Rangers?
No, not really. I don't think anything stood out majorly. No, nothing like that. But,
I think you're the first one who hasn't had one so far.
Yeah,
no. So let's start off by making it the Rangers one then.
Yeah, we'll have that one then, yeah.
And obviously pre-match, you just have something light before you get here, or
just some pasta basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit of pasta.
And from Andy Tolfrey, have you got a favourite all-time football boot, and which ones are you currently wearing?
Currently wear the Hypervenoms, but all-time probably Adidas Predators.
Yeah, everybody seems to like those.
Yeah,
the last couple of from Alex Wickett, what professional player, past or present, would you say you try to style your game around? Is there anybody you try to?
John Terry.
Yeah.
Watched him when I was growing up and just thought ideal centre half, really.
Was there anything particular about John that drew you towards him?
Just his attitude,
the way he goes in hard.
He goes about everything, yeah. Just a proper pro, basically.
Yeah, it's not a bad example to go after, in certain respects anyway. Jamie Howard wants to know, who's been your biggest influence as you've been growing up and coming into football? Is there anybody who's really
influence? I'd just probably say my dad. He's took me all over the country, no matter what time, whereabouts, been everywhere with me and just been with me all the way through whatever I've done with football, and always wants, and he still comes, like, he'll probably come on Saturday to watch the game, so...
Yeah, so he's clocked up a few miles with you over the years then?
Yeah, easily, yeah.
Dad's taxi, that's what it's there for,
isn't it? Moon and back.
Yeah. From Dennis Eccleston, do you manage to do any other training sessions apart from the ones you do at Rangers? Are you a regular visitor to the gym, or? Yeah,
I get in the gym when I can. Normally go in the evenings after work, and then if we don't have a game on a Tuesday, I'll do a bit of cardio in the gym, just to keep myself ticking over, basically.
Yeah, and I think with what you mentioned earlier on being a landscape gardener, that tends to keep you quite fit anyway.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Bit of manual work involved there. Yeah. From Liz Sullivan, again, you touched on the shed end earlier on against Ensford. Does the vocal support from the fans motivate you?
Oh, 100%, yeah. You can it always feels different when there's a lot of fans watching the game and stuff like that.
Yep. And from Alan G, not sure about this one, you may know the answer to this one. How many door frames do you bang your head on? And do we need to get a joiner in? You're not a little lad, are you?
Yeah, no, I tend to start ducking through doors now, even if they are bigger, but just duck under just to make sure.
What is your actual height?
I think it's either 6'4" or 6'5". It's been years since I measured myself, though.
Yeah, so
around that. Yeah.
6.5 foot. Yeah. I can see why we've got to avoid the doors. Yeah. And finally, from Liam Barnett, no pressure on this one. You've got 5 seconds to create a chant about yourself for the fans to sing.
Danny Burns, Danny Burns.
That's it, perfect. That should have been Peter Lovely on the audio there. Well, many thanks for that, Danny. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, and good luck tonight on the pitch.
No, cheers, mate.